House, Nikki. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave the house, Nikki. Please leave the house.
Look at you.
Please leave. Please leave the house. Please leave the house. This is violence. You've got the kids in your hands. Leave the house right now.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Leave the house right now.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Leave the house.
And look, he's getting video
Leave the
evidence.
house.
Bro, they are destroying her. What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? What up, you guys, man? What up, you guys? Listen, give me just a moment, you guys. I got to get everything all set up here. Make sure everything is good. Gotta make sure everything is Gucci. Hold up. All right. This right here is a I don't know how to say it, man. This sucks. This really sucks. We hate to see stories like this with when you hear about it with men, especially families breaking up, and especially with the times that we're in right now, you guys. You hate to see these things, you know, because more and more often you see more and more reasons just why not to get married, right? So this is one of those stories, you guys. Jamie and Nikki. This is a couple that has been popular on YouTube for a very long time, and they were popularized because it was a white guy with a black girl, right? White guy with a very dark-skinned black girl. And I remember them coming into the forefront a while ago, you guys. And turns out Jamie, Nikki, the chick, lied on this guy, man. Said that he cheated, said that he was abusive, and said all these things. And turns out he has the receipts, and he was actually Johnny Depp. He was Johnny Depp. And so we're gonna take a look at this. Hurts my heart, man. I'm gonna say some things that are not gonna be nice, but let's go ahead and just jump right into the receipts. Actually, I want to see what this is about real quick, and then we'll listen to what he has to say, man. By the way, was a multi-millionaire with YouTube. Now he Uber drives because when the divorce happened, Nikki wanted to take half of everything he owns, and so he is not even. And look at this; it's not even monetized. This video is not even monetized. If he did monetize this is a good like $6,000 he just left on the table, you guys. And he can't take it. He doesn't want to monetize it because Nikki is taking 50% of everything he owns. So yeah. So let's get it straight into it.
But this is it. This is where we're at.
All right, let's read real quick. The day Nikki came to the house and attacked me in front of my mom and refused to leave for 3 hours. Nikki had just been on top of me, punching me because I had told her that I wouldn't speak to her until we could have a calm conversation. Our counselor had told me we needed to take a 2-week break from talking until things calmed down. Nikki was furious. I was asking for 2 weeks space from talking to her about anything other than the kids, and showed up at the house demanding I talk to her, which I refused. My mom had taken the child to the kitchen and taken her a snack to try and distract her. Nikki can be seen literally snatching her out of my mom's arms. Nikki was also accusing me of being the reason she was acting violent, and that I somehow wanted this, and that I also wanted a reason to leave her.
House, Nikki. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave the house, Nikki. Please leave the house.
Look at you.
Please leave. Please leave the house. Please leave the house. This is violence. You've got the kids in your hands. Leave the house right now.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Leave the house right now.
This is exactly what
Leave
he
the
wanted.
house.
And look, he's getting video
Leave the
evidence.
house.
He's been planning this.
Leave the
He
house.
has been planning
Leave the
this
house.
from day one.
Leave
From
the
day
house.
one.
Leave the house. The children don't deserve to see this.
I think you need to take responsibility. Okay, yeah.
First thing I'm going to say about this, absolutely horrendous, you guys, is leave the kids out of it. Leave the fucking kids out of it. Why do you, like... I'm somebody, black man, you guys. I've dated exclusively black women for my fucking 12 years of messing around with women, right? I'm not saying I mess around with anything else, but I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 17, 18, right? So actually about 10 years. So I lost my virginity when I was like 18. So I've been sexually active with exclusively black women for 10 years of my life. This shit is common, man. I hate to say it, you guys. I hate to say this shit, but this is common, man. A lot of women, especially black women, want to bring the kids involved. This is fucked up. And nobody's going to hold her accountable for this shit. This is fucked up. Why are you having an issue with the mom or the dad? The kids should not be involved with this. Should not be involved with this. Even in my situation, when my mom and dad split up, my mom came into my situation, came into my room with my sister in them. That's like, it's just not okay.
All right.
Leave the house.
You guys will never see my kids again. That is. You guys will never see my.
You see that? My kids.
That will not. Ever.
That will not happen. Leave the house.
Look at you guys.
Leave the house.
Look at you guys. That's
Leave the
hilarious.
house.
Look.
Leave the house.
Whatever.
When Nikki would have violent outbursts, she would put the blame on me and say, because I know her triggers, which was pretty much anything if she was in a bad mood, that I wanted the reaction I got, and it was my fault I got abused. It was my fault I got abused.
Leave the house, Nikki. Leave the
This
house.
is exactly what you wanted, Jamie.
Leave the
This is
house.
exactly what you wanted. You're actually
Leave the house.
exactly what you wanted.
And of course, the mom isn't gonna sit there and tell the daughter that she's wrong. That's Nikki's mom right there in the orange, the black lady, obviously. That's her mom. She's just like, oh my God, I can't believe Nikki's doing this. Not gonna hold her daughter accountable.
And this is why I've
As she took the fucking child upstairs.
been putting up with for years. Violence. All of this. And the kids have to see it. That's the sad thing. And never taking responsibility for any of her actions. Caught out trying to cheat on me, and then she acts like this. Instead of saying sorry, instead of trying to make it right. I'm sorry, Mom. You okay?
No, I'm not. Okay.
That's terrible. Sounds like man's crying too. Ladies, if you're watching this, I just want to say this real quick. Close your ears, because I want to talk to the gentleman real quick. I'm about to be 30, right? What I wanted to do for this channel, and what I wanted to talk about a lot, and what I will be doing for pretty much as long as I'm alive, is just trying to help the younger men out in this world who haven't had the best male role model and the best information out there. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't think marriage is a good situation, right? Because this is the end of the video. This right here, once you see all this shit, this is Jamie in the car doing Uber drives. Uber driving. He has almost 2 million subscribers on this channel, you guys. That's, if once you get 1 million subscribers, you pretty much are a millionaire. He has to go to Uber driving because she took all the money from him, you guys. I don't think marriage is a good thing to do. I don't think it's a good thing to do, you guys. You may think otherwise, but I mean, at least when it comes to with my African American and African counterparts, my females, I'm sorry, man, they're just not ready. They're not ready yet for marriage. They're not ready yet. We need a couple more generations before we can start truly marrying and feeling safe marrying your ladies.
Nikki.
There he is, Uber driving. 2 days before Ava's 4th birthday, the day I gave her the pink castle.
Sent me a nasty message saying that she won't be picking Ava up anymore, and if I want to take her home on these Wednesdays, then I have to bring her back as well. So basically I drive down, which is, I anticipate about 2 hours to get there, depending on traffic. Sometimes if I'm lucky it's an hour and a half, and then it's about an hour and a half back. So that's essentially like 3.5 hours driving. So I'm normally pretty exhausted by the time I get home. And then I'm gonna have to do it all over again to drop her back off. So I'll probably have about 4 hours with her at home, and I'll spend about 7 hours in the...
And if you guess what, if you don't do that drive, you're a deadbeat dad. That's why I made that video talking about being a deadbeat dad. Watch it, you guys. Go to my channel and watch it if you haven't seen it. And look at the comments the women said, you guys. This is the shit right here. This is the shit right here. I would not stand for it because I'm a guy that I wouldn't take this shit from a woman. I'm considered the bad guy. I'm considered the bad guy.
Car today, but it's worth it just to hang out with her in environment that's familiar to her. I think it's important for her to have that home environment with dad still, and it not just become a situation of me seeing them and taking them to shopping centers, because I feel like that, I don't know, I just feel like it creates a subconscious relationship with dad, it creates a relationship with dad where it's just an outing type thing. Home isn't with dad, if that makes sense. And I still
All right, let's go to the receipts,
I
actually.
wanted her to be happy. I wanted to be a good husband. Obviously, I'd never been a husband before. I'd never been, like, you know, in the provider role, and I just wanted to do what I could to give her the best life that she could, because she had a hard life. She'd been through a lot growing up. I was just trying to give her what I believed that she deserved, and so I started trying to do whatever I could do to make things work. I believed that eventually she would go back to work and it wouldn't always be like this, and I was working 7 days a week. I had so
I'm going to say this. This is going to be very unpopular, you guys. Hot take, hot take. White men, stop trying to come into a situation you don't understand. I know there's a lot, like, especially online, there's a lot of white guys that want to come in and bash black men like myself for talking about the black culture that we're fucking steeped in. You don't have to be involved in this fucking world that we have to live up and grow up in. Don't come in here and try to be a white knight and save the world, you guys. You're gonna drown. When a person's drowning, you try to go in there and save them yourself, and you're not a trained expert, you're gonna drown with them, you guys. And this is what happened to this man. He thought he was doing the right thing. He ended up fucking drowning. He didn't know where this girl, he seems like he somewhat kind of understood where she came from, but he didn't. And he got taken advantage of.
So many different jobs I had. You know, I worked in retail part-time.
Me begging her to help me to be able to work a 5-day work week for the sake of my health. It wasn't that I was a bum or lazy. My health just couldn't handle it. I've been begging both before and after she started studying part-time. Me begging her to work led to her saying she wanted to leave me. I said, "Where are you? Are you okay? Can you at least let me know if you're coming home tonight?" No responses. "Good night, I love you." She said, "I honestly just feel like a burden in your life now. I know I'm not perfect, but I don't think I deserve to be told such words. You know what nursing means to me." Damn, what the like, where did all this come from? It's incomparable to the other things. For you to just say, "I'm just taking the easy way out," shows that you don't think I'm shit. And once your partner thinks you aren't shit, they will always feel that way no matter what you do in life. Jamie, you and I are a team on YouTube. I mean, sure, I don't work nearly as hard as you do at your job, but the fact that the rent is already taken care of doesn't relieve any stress. Not at all. I'm not saying I'm not going to work. I'm saying I don't think you should.
I was interning as a videographer, trying to learn how to, you know,
I don't think you should give me that reaction when I do contribute too. You just see that as nothing though. If I had a part-time McDonald's job like you were wanting me to do months ago, that is equal to what we get vlogging anyways. My phone's about to die. Sound like she didn't want to work, man. She didn't want to fucking work. She was a trophy wife, trophy girl. She just wanted the bag. She wanted to be taken care of, but she wasn't a wife. You're trying to make women that aren't wives, wives. He said, "That's not the case. I think highly of you, and that's why it frustrates me like crazy that this last year and a half of marriage, you have just watched me work my ass off for the both of us, for both our present and our future, and not felt compelled to do the same. And push yourself to do more with yourself, to help relieve the load that's on me and live up to our fair agreement that we made about school and work. I just don't feel that it's fair, especially when I know that you're 150% capable of doing so much more with yourself. My frustration is that I know you have all the skills to have already got your license a long time ago. If it was really important to you and you have been working on your own side business to help us,
be a videographer and start my own business. But a lot of the jobs that I was doing, I wasn't getting paid for, or I was getting paid very minimal. So that wasn't paying a lot. I was picking up jobs with my dad on building sites when they would come up. just laboring. And then I was doing this YouTube thing, like the YouTube videos in the beginning that would come out, I think like once a month, or sometimes, you know, even
Wait,
longer
what was that? What was
periods
that? What
than
was that
that.
right
But I
here?
was spending
He
ads,
said,
on building sites when they would
I feel like you are money hungry. We aren't rich, no, but we aren't dying either. Money hungry. She's the one not working. What?
come up, just laboring. And then I was doing this YouTube.
For a brief period, Nikki edited the vlogs before we started adding B-roll and music, and she was really good at it. But when we started doing the consistent vlogs, it became my job again. So he was doing the editing.
Thing, like the YouTube videos in the beginning that would come out, I think like once a month, or sometimes, you know, even longer periods than that. But I was spending a lot of time researching how to make YouTube.
She said, I mean, I do other things for you that I don't bring in money, but I'm sure make a difference in your life. And something asked you what would do if I left, and you said that's her choice. Didn't sound like you mind. Bro, just leave it alone, dude. Just leave it alone. I want to see the juicy shit. Let's get to the juicy shit. Man's crying and stuff over here, man. It's a dub, bro. This is why I talk. This is why I say the things that I say about men and women. You want to put yourself in a better position. This is not it. You think this is a good position he's in after making millions, and now he's back fucking Uber driving, you guys?
Watched recently, every video is always a family vlog. So the algorithm categorizes my channel as a family channel and pushes the videos out to people who watch, you know, predominantly family vlogs. So if I do a video that isn't a family vlog, it doesn't get put out. Like, let's say I do a car video and I title it with car sort of stuff. I put the thumbnail with car sort of stuff. When I put that video out, it doesn't get pushed out to people who like car videos. It still gets pushed out to people who like family videos. So making video outside of my genre is very hard, because people watch for a certain reason, which
Oh, I want to talk about this too real quick. This is something that's really interesting, right? He's talking about how his money, when he tries to get away from the family stuff, because he started his entire career on doing family shit. So this is something that's if you want to get into YouTube, if you want to get into content creating, this is something that I tell anybody that wants to get into it. You got to be careful with how you want to get started on the internet, because that's pretty much going to lay the foundation for how you make your money. He had made his channel. This is the equivalent of moving in with a girl, with your girlfriend or something like that, you guys. If one of you don't agree on something, where are you going to live after that, right? You're on your ass now. You got to pay for all of the rent. It's just not a good situation. Before this channel, I actually made a channel with my ex, and it failed when we failed. And so it's like, at that point, I'm like, why the fuck would you even want to do it like that? You shouldn't want to make a channel with your girl or any significant other. You got to do it for you, man. You got to do it for you. Because now he's Uber driving.
Which is completely understandable. It's the same thing with all my other platforms. I'm kind of categorized in that way. So there's an agreement in place where I can only make one video a week, and that goes across all my platforms. So let's say I make a 5-second reel on Instagram 1 week. It means I can't post my weekly YouTube video that week. The more my views go down, the less that I can charge for when I do sponsored videos, because sponsorships is how I've been making money over the years. I make very little money off of YouTube AdSense. These are sort of, you know, the months, sort of typical months that I've been having for a long time. So it's not enough to live off, to pay my rent off. I need to get, you know.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's kind of what my AdSense is looking like a little bit, man. I'm gonna make a video on how much money I've made on my channel and what I make. That's not good right there. He has 1.7 million subscribers. That's crazy right there. That's actually pretty damn crazy. And another thing that's even crazier is that in his divorce agreement, he can only make one video a week.
Brand deals, but brands don't pay for how many subscribers you've got. They pay for, you know, what your average view count is. So it's been very hard to maintain YouTube as something that I can do for a job, even though it's been what I've done for a job for so long. And I get more money from Instagram campaigns than I do YouTube campaigns these days. Was interacting with. So all these people on the gossip forums and stuff were just running with whatever she was liking and coming up with rumors from it. And then at the time when Instagram changed that, where that interaction feed was gone, suddenly she coincidentally started posting all these, like quotes, like narcissist quotes and all that sort of stuff, which led to a lot of hate. And I think because I wasn't doing the same thing back, people just had this assumption that I was the sole cause of our divorce. And I dealt with so much hate over the years. From what I know, the cheating rumor started from, I'm pretty sure, a burner account leaving a comment on one of Nikki's Instagram photos about how I cheated on her, and it gained a lot of traction and remained there, and people assumed that that was the truth. And then there was a woman who made a video titled "Jamie Perkins Cheated on Nikki," and it was to the point where when you type my name in YouTube, I believe it's still like that. When you type my name in YouTube, type Jamie Perkins, the sort of autofill at the end is cheated. So when people look me up, that's always what they see. They believe that as fact. That video that lady made got over 1 million views. I've searched for it because it got to the point where I was going to contact her and just human to human ask her to take it down, but I noticed I couldn't see it anymore. So I don't know why. Perhaps she decided to have a heart and take it down. I don't know. But then there was a lot of other people who made similar videos as well, and that was hard to cope with, because the reason Nikki and I broke up was I discovered she had been unfaithful. She'd been going behind my back with her ex-boyfriend, and I'd been warned about him being an issue before I started dating Nikki again. And the first year of our marriage, I discovered that she had been secretly keeping in contact with him. And I didn't see her side of the messages. I saw the Facebook like back then Facebook used to email you a receipt of the message, and I had logged into my Hotmail.
Wait, okay, so I discovered these messages the same day she was actually with him. She had even gone to the extent of messaging him through an alternative Facebook account, thinking I would never find out. As far as I knew, this guy was completely out of her life. And yes, I have receipts. You hate to see this happen. So you hate to see it, but at the same time, you guys, it's funny to me because you've got to be there. You've got to experience these sometimes. Or here's another thing. I learned this from a wise young lady. My lady friend actually told me this, right? Shout out Exotic Areas. She said, you don't have to get burned by the fire to know it's hot. You can learn from this just from watching other people go through this, you guys. But this right here, it's unfortunate because once you're in your 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, you guys, you don't want to be going through this type of shit. Because now he's fucking Uber driving. He's fucking Uber driving. He's divorced. This lady finessed him. Out of money now. He's down on his ass. He looks like he's been drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just not cool. This is not cool, man. Sucks. It really does.
And her Hotmail was still logged in, and I saw all these messages from him, but she had deleted them on her Facebook, so I didn't know what her responses was. But this guy he'd been saying he was in love with her, and he had told her to leave me for him. And we'd always hear about him talking to people about how he was in love with her and how he was going to get her back. And I just thought this guy was a joke. I didn't think much of it. And
you know what's funny? He probably is a joke compared to you, right? You got the money. He's probably what do they say? Pookie and Ray Ray. you can't always rely just on your money or your good looks. You gotta have a little bit more than that, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
In that first year of marriage, when I discovered that she had been secretly talking to this guy, it nearly broke us up. It took away a lot of the trust that I had for her, and we moved past it, and I feel like I blocked it out of my memory. It was like I just buried that, and we moved forward, and I never thought I would have to worry about this guy again. And I won't go into details, but I discovered some things I never thought I would discover to do with her and him. And I left. Our marriage had been struggling for a long time. For about 3 years or so, I had been desperately just trying to do everything that I could to fix our marriage, to make her happy, to give her what she wanted. Our marriage kind of went on her time.
If anybody ever tells you the secret to a marriage is to just say yes, you need to slap them in the fucking face or just go the other way. Any man that tells you that shit is a fucking lie and they're unhappy. Or they may be happy, but the women that they're married to, probably from a different generation, built different. You know what I'm saying? This time and day and time, you guys, it's a mutual thing. This right here is crazy.
Timeline. I was always obsessively reading books on marriage, seeking out different marriage counselors, begging to go to counseling, and we went to 3 different counselors over 3 years in hopes that one of them could help. Things weren't great between us, but I loved her and I wanted things to work, and I wanted our girls to grow up in a 2-parent household. And I was willing to do anything that I could. When I spoke to the judge, I requested that my name not be on the court, the court ledger, because I was worried, what if somebody who knows who I am is in there and this all gets out? And someone did recognize me in that court.
Yo. Y'all want some tea? I tried posting in the other thread, but it says not open for replies. Yesterday, October 22nd, I was in court for a driving related matter. Guess who walks in after me? Jamie, his mom and dad. They sat at the back of the court. My case was heard. Then there were 3 other people and them. So I stayed in the courtroom because I wanted to know what he was there for. Lo and behold, they heard the other 3 cases, then closed the courtroom for his case. His name was also suppressed off the court list. However, he did have a family violence order in his hand. He did a good job at hiding the paper. I was 1 row in front, but to the side of them. So that motherfucker was looking behind them, trying to get row. What? He was wearing a cream-colored knitted sweater and jeans with big-ass seeing glasses. His mom was wearing blue, and his dad was half asleep in the chair. Holy shit. Stream snipers in real life. What the fuck? Wow.
Room, and they saw me holding family violence papers somehow. They went on the internet and they said that I was there holding family violence papers. People came up with the assumption that I must have.
Look at this. Abusive men will test the water to see if the woman is willing to take the emotional abuse. Motherfuckers always got something to say that don't know half the story. And remember, guys, too, man, we gotta look out for each other, man. We gotta be there for each other, because what the fuck is this, man? Women can do whatever they want. What was that woman's name that fucking drowned her baby and got married right after that? What about the OnlyFans chick that killed that black dude and had a boyfriend right after that too? Come on, you guys. Women can do whatever they want. Cardi B spiking people. I think I just did a video on an OnlyFans chick spiking her boyfriends. She would finger herself and put the juices every time she would ask her boyfriend. He would ask her for a drink. Hey babe, can you give me some water? Hey babe, can you give me some tea? Hey babe, can you give me some coffee? She would go get him a drink, finger herself, and put her vaginal fluids in the fucking drink. You guys, women can do whatever the fuck they want, and it's always gonna be your fault. You guys, we got to like take care of ourselves, man. We got to take care of ourselves, you guys, and we got to look out for each other, man.
Being there defending myself because she wasn't in the courtroom. but it was the other way around. And I got forced to the point where I had to talk about it, and I still didn't want to throw her under the bus. And I worded it, and I said I've never been to court to defend myself, which was the truth, because I wasn't the defendant. But I know it was dishonest. I didn't want to throw her under the bus, but I also didn't want people thinking something of me that wasn't true. So I said that I was never there to defend myself. And my lawyer at the time was telling me to sue this girl, but realistically, I don't think she had anything to sue her for. And the amount of money that goes into defamation cases, it wasn't worth my time. So I left it. But that's one of the rumors that I've worn over the years. I've worn the cheating rumors. I've worn the abuse rumor. And when the cheating rumors really, really got worse and worse, and I really got to the point where I felt like, you know what, I need to stand up for myself, I was fighting to be in my kids' lives. And going back and forth with her on the internet would not have helped that. So I had to choose, do I care about my kids, or do I care about my ego, and my career, and my reputation? And I'm going to choose my kids any day of the week. So I wasn't going to come out and say anything that could have affected my ability to be able to be a 50-50 dad, which is all I've ever wanted. I've always thought it was important, regardless of what my relationship with their mum is like. I've always thought it was important for them to have a mum.
All right, that's enough of that, man. That's sad. It's sad. It's enough of that, man. It's sad. I want to see what Nikki has to say about this shit, man. I want to see what she has to say about this. So luckily we got her page up here, and then this is her Instagram page. So let's take a look at her Instagram page real quick. Nikki Thought, 1 million followers. One day ago, red pill or blue pill? This is a joke, right? Sis came out with only words and people believe her, but Jamie came with evidence and none believed him. I can't believe this is how low we are in critical thinking skills. Nikki just surprised me, to be honest. Didn't know she was this master liar and has such manipulative and violent character. Women sticking up for women no matter what has become fucking toxic. Bro, they are flaming her. They are flaming her. What? The world we live in today where the liars believed in the truth tellers deemed the liar. Crazy times. None of this is... Whoa. Are people starting to fucking actually, people are starting to actually, their neurons in their brains are starting to fire a little bit, man. What? Yo, who here after Jamie's second video? Nikki dropped receipts. The bitch could never. Lying on your deceased sibling and saying he never gave you her last moments footage to win an argument online is crazy. Bro, they are destroying her. Look at this shit. 1,100 likes. I believe you and I believe Jamie. This right here. This fucking shit right here. After a motherfucker provides receipts, you see the delusion. The delusion. I tell you, I don't know how many more times you guys have to see actual fucking proof that a lot of these women, you can do whatever. They can literally murder you and there's still gonna be hella women supporting you. She's his content. The reason he got all the followers is because of her. He can't have that teenage girl he groomed anymore. She's had all the opportunity to grow and figure it out on her own. I'm so happy for you. Go ahead and cheat on your husband, baby girl. He wasn't doing anything for you anyways. Even if he was working all those jobs and he was supporting you, baby girl, you gotta have the world. You gotta do what you want to do in this world. I believe Jamie. Full stop. Yes, he is upset that she... Why would you... Stacy... Oh my God. You are a part of the problem. Who the fuck is this chick? Who the fuck is this? Layla Smith? You mad? Oh my God. Let me reply to this shit. Can I not reply? What the fuck? What? definitely don't. Can I not reply? What's going on? Did she did she stop like replies? Can you not? Oh, here it is. Oh, this right there. I'm tripping. Look at me. I don't use YouTube. Layla Smith. You delusional biatch. You are the reason why you women are not fit for marriage. When actual thinking humans can see the evidence, you still want to enable the toxicity that runs this world. Go crawl under the streets where you came from. I only say this because you are effing crazy. Holy crap. Yep, let's leave it there. Bam. Love to see it. Go and believe him on his page and leave Nikki alone. Shouldn't you guys be watching his boring car videos to fund his pockets? You need the rest. You're all over the comments. Unbelievable. Even when he comes to receipts, she didn't come with shit. All she comes with is some pictures. Some pictures! Pictures! Yo, she took the baby in her fucking hands and started to fight with him. We saw it on camera. We saw it on camera. We saw it on camera. What? It's right
Violet,
here.
you've got...
It's right here.
Out of the house, Nikki. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave the house, Nikki. Please leave the house.
Look at you.
Please leave.
Can we, like, for a moment in our minds, just reverse this image? What if this was the man? What if this was Jamie holding the daughter and Nikki was recording and he came up and did this shit right here?
Please leave the house, Nikki. Please leave the house.
Look at you.
Please leave.
What? There's no winning. There's no winning. There's absolutely no winning. The only way you can win is by arming yourself with education, preventing yourself from getting into a situation like this to begin with. These models, you don't marry them, you fuck them. Let me say it one more time. I know it probably sounds a little bad, you guys, but I'm so serious. What else is there? What else is there? You want to get married to a woman like this and put babies in them, get rich with her, and then she bleeds you dry, and then she cheats on you. You have the receipts, and then you get nothing but supporters saying, go girl, do you, baby. Bro. What the fuck?
When I got the script, I was like,
what in the actual fuck is this world, you guys?
I always tell myself I'm gonna plan early. So we're back at my favorite place. Everyone say
she's not gonna address it. I know she's not gonna address it.
I feel like it's done something to my brushes.
It doesn't change the fact that she hit him many times. If it was the other way around and he hit her, he wouldn't get any chance to explain himself. He would be finished. You only get 23 likes for that. She pushed the phone off her face, ambushed like that, and clearly all calm and calculated with his mom by his side was set up. Did you not see her mom there too? Biased thinking. No actual critical thinking. Drone. Sheep. That's what you are. All right, let me chill out, man. Let me chill out. Praying for the children. Don't worry. They'll grow up in a single mother household. Bleed end up just like her mother. The bleed dry a sucker as well. Part of the plan. Feels good. You know, I have my cape on. I feel good. I've done my duties. I've done my duties. Obviously, you know, with my voice, my channel, I don't have any kind of major impact, you guys. But once I continue doing this, you guys, if I can help one person can help another person, and it spreads like wildfire, you guys. This is just one story of many, and you know what I mean, like it's, you know, it's just, it is what it is.